Imagine scrolling through Instagram and seeing your favorite influencer holding 12 adorable dachshund puppies. You stop, you smile, you double tap. But wait, something feels off. The puppies look almost too perfect, too shiny, too unreal. And guess what? They're not real at all. It's AI. This isn't just happening once or twice. It's everywhere. From deer in winter wonderlands to dozens of Dalmatians, social media is being flooded with AI-generated animals that look so real, they're fooling millions of people. But here's the question, is this creative fun, or is it damaging trust online? Today, you'll learn super practical A2-B2 English from this trending news story. We'll explore useful vocabulary about social media, AI, and online content creation, words and phrases you can use when talking about technology, trust, and trends in everyday life. So what's really going on with these AI animal photos? Why are influencers jumping on this trend? And what does it mean for the future of social media? Stick around, because this story has some surprising twists. Welcome to Lady Show English. Let's dive into what you'll learn today, because trust me, you'll want these English skills in your vocabulary toolkit. Before we get into the full story, let me give you a quick preview of the English gold we're about to uncover. This way, when you hear these words and phrases in the story, you'll already have a head start. First up, we'll explore the phrase, jump on the trend, a super common expression when talking about joining popular activities online. You'll also learn about AI slop, which is a new term describing low-quality AI-generated content that's flooding social media feeds. Next, we'll look at useful phrases like put your own twist on something and double down on. These are perfect for describing how people personalize trends or emphasize their authenticity. And here's an important one, buckle up, which means to prepare yourself for something intense or surprising. We'll also cover some great verbs like flood, when something overwhelms a space, fool, to trick someone, and the phrasal verb stick around, which means to stay and wait for something. But here's the exciting part, all these aren't just random vocabulary words. They're expressions you'll actually use when talking about social media, technology, and everyday situations with friends or colleagues. Ready to see how these all fit into our fascinating AI animal story? Let's get into it. Have you noticed something strange on your social media feed lately? As you scroll through Instagram or TikTok, you might see posts that just don't look quite right. Maybe it's grainy CCTV footage of a dog heroically saving a child from a bear, or perhaps it's a video of wild bunnies bouncing on a trampoline. And guess what? None of it is real. It's all AI generated. This type of content is now being called AI slop, low quality, inauthentic images, and videos that are flooding social media platforms. Both regular users and content creators are getting worried. Why? Because this flood of fake content is making online experiences feel less authentic, and it's drowning out real, genuine posts from real people. But here's the interesting part, not everyone sees AI as the enemy. A new trend has emerged where content creators are adding AI-generated animals to their original photographs. And some influencers are actually embracing this trend with open arms. Take Zoe Alana Hill, for example. She's a 26-year-old full-time influencer with 82,000 followers. When Zoe first saw another creator's post with AI-generated dogs edited into real photos, she was impressed. I was like, that's really niche because it looks so real, she explains. Instead of seeing AI as a threat to her career, Zoe decided to work alongside it. And this is important. Zoe admits that platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok seem to be trying to push and force AI on users. She's seen plenty of AI slop in her own feed. But when she discovered the AI animal trend, she saw potential. She suspected that if she posted a photo of herself holding an AI-generated deer, people would react with excitement. Oh my God, she's holding a deer. Wait for this part. Zoe's strategy worked perfectly. Her post received more than 20,000 likes, with comments like, "No, stop, this is the cutest thing ever," and "This trend is adorable." But here's what makes Zoe different from other influencers: she always makes it clear when she's using AI. On Instagram, there's actually a tag where you can indicate that a photo was created by AI. I don't think it's fair for people to think that something's real when it's not, she says. But not every influencer is this transparent. And this is where it gets problematic. A German influencer with 900,000 followers posted a picture with dozens of AI-generated Dalmatians, captioned simply, "Just me, living my dream." One confused user commented asking, "Is it AI? I saw a post like this 3 times today." Another user, genuinely concerned for the dog's welfare, replied, "There are plenty of dogs sitting in animal shelters who would like to have a nice home." Listen to this sentence carefully. On X, formerly Twitter, one user wrote, "Hot girls have started using AI," and shared animal photos from various influencers in a post that was viewed almost 27 million times. The trend was exploding. But the real reason this matters is that not everyone finds it harmless fun. Another X-user responded critically, "They are not hot because they use AI for mindless slop that could easily be done by hand with Photoshop." This comment reveals a deeper tension. Some people see AI content as lazy and inauthentic. But here's the surprising part: many creators genuinely enjoy participating in this trend. Clara Sandel, a 38-year-old marketing professional and digital creator from Finland, jumped on the trend after seeing it everywhere. She found the post so cute and decided to put her own twist on it by using her spirit animals and favorite animals: tigers, an elk, a horse, cats, and dogs. The reaction? Overwhelmingly positive. People labeled her post as chic and beautiful. When asked if she'd participate in future AI trends, Clara said it would depend on how cute the trend is and whether it's transparent enough that you can clearly see AI is being used. Here comes an even better one. Social media consultant Matt Navarra offers an interesting perspective on why influencers are drawn to AI. He explains that AI makes it much easier to produce fantastical high-gloss and aesthetic content, whether it's wild-generated animals or something much more believable. For content creators looking to create high-quality images, AI is becoming an essential tool. But here's where it gets emotional. While some AI content online is obviously unrealistic, Mr. Navarre points out that most people who are serious about being a creator or an influencer want to maintain a reputation. He believes many creators are actually doubling down on the realness to give themselves a place on the feed among a sea of AI-generated content. And listen to this prediction: Mr. Navarra says 2026 will be the year of AI-dominated content on social media. If you thought that AI animal content was quirky, I think buckle up, he warns. Translation? Things are about to get much more intense. But not everyone will be pleased to hear this. Maddie Mathers, a 25-year-old tattoo artist from Melbourne, normally describes herself as a very silent social media user who rarely comments on posts. But when she saw the German influencer's AI Dalmatian photo, she felt compelled to leave a comment, "Love you but not the AI." This is the important sentence. Maddie initially believed the photo was real. But as she scrolled through more posts, she realized the cute Dalmatians were obviously very fake. Honestly, it's such a simple thing, but it makes you feel dumb when you get fooled by AI, she explains. For Maddie, these AI posts create an element of mistrust. She believes there's such an importance of being true to yourself and showing your true personality when you're an influencer. When creators put out content that isn't real, it can be damaging for their career because their audience won't know what to believe anymore. Here's the emotional part. Creative health scientist Katina Bajaj offers a fascinating perspective. She says AI slop isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the speed and volume of what we're creating is what concerns her. When we're creating and consuming AI-generated content at such a rapid pace, we aren't giving our brains enough time to digest, Mrs. Bajaj explains. Her solution? Don't ban AI or look down on AI tools. Instead, prioritize and value our creative health more than generating endless content. And this surprised everyone. Currently, there's no requirement on Instagram to label images that have been created or altered with AI, according to Meta's policy. However, images will still receive a label if Meta's systems detect they were AI generated. TikTok has recently launched a new tool that allows users to shape their feed, including the ability to see more or less AI-generated content. The Manage Topics feature helps people tailor their For You page to ensure a range of content appears, rather than being overwhelmed by one type. But wait for this part, not all AI software creates flawless results. Emily Manns, a 34-year-old fashion content creator from the US, learned this the hard way. She bought multiple AI apps to join the trend and expected aesthetic photos with cute animals. Instead, she received one single rodent that she couldn't even identify. It took like 2 minutes to load, and when it loaded, I was peeing my pants of laughter, Emily recalls. The app also added an extra finger to her hand and distorted her face. She posted the photo to Instagram but deleted it instantly because the content wasn't engaging very well. So what does all this mean for social media's future? That's exactly what we need to explore through these English expressions. Now that you've heard the full story, let's break down the most useful English expressions you can take into your everyday life. These aren't just words, they're tools for communication. 1. Jump on the trend. This phrase means to join or participate in something that's currently popular. In the story, Zoe saw other influencers using AI animals and decided to jump on the trend herself. The phrase literally suggests you're jumping onto something that's moving, like jumping onto a moving train. It implies quick action to join something while it's still popular. Here's how it appeared in our story. Zoe jumped on the trend after being impressed by the imaginative way another content creator had used AI. Let me give you some life examples you can use immediately. When your coworker starts bringing healthy lunch boxes and suddenly everyone in the office does the same, you could say, "Everyone in my office jumped on the meal prep trend after Sarah started doing it." Or when a new social media challenge appears, I'm not going to jump on this trend, it looks dangerous. Think about everyday situations. Maybe a new coffee shop opens and everyone's posting about it, or a new fashion style becomes popular at school. In work settings, it could be a new productivity app or management technique. You can use this phrase whenever you talk about joining popular activities. Here's a small task for you. Besides social media trends and workplace habits, what other situations can you think of where people jump on trends? Maybe in fitness, food, technology, or entertainment? Think about it. Ready for the next useful phrase? 2. Flood, as a verb. When something floods a place, it means there's too much of it, overwhelming the space. In our story, AI-generated content is flooding social media feeds, meaning there's an excessive amount of it everywhere. Originally, flood describes water overflowing and covering everything. But we use it metaphorically to describe any situation where something overwhelms a space with too much quantity. In the article, it says, AI slop flooding feeds is leading to a less authentic online experience. Notice how this creates a visual image of content overwhelming your screen, just like water flooding a room. Here are practical life examples. After Black Friday started, promotional emails flooded my inbox. I received over 50 in one day. Or when discussing news events, rumors about the celebrity's wedding flooded social media within hours. This verb works perfectly when talking about overwhelming amounts of anything: messages, people, information, products. At work, you might say, customer complaints are flooding our customer service department. In daily life, tourists flood this beach every summer. Besides emails and social media, where else do you see things flooding spaces in your life? Maybe applications for a job position, or people flooding into a store during a sale? Here comes an even better one. 3. Put your own twist on something. This phrase means to add your personal, unique touch to something that already exists. Clara used this expression when she participated in the AI animal trend but chose her spirit animals instead of just copying others. The word twist here suggests a change in direction or adding something unexpected. When you put your twist on something, you're making it uniquely yours. The story tells us, I kind of put my own twist on the trend. I used my spirit animals and my favorite animals. Clara didn't just copy the trend, she personalized it. Let me show you how to use this in real life. I followed the recipe but put my own twist on it by adding Korean chili flakes. Or in creative work, the designer took the classic blazer style and put her own twist on it with oversized shoulders and neon buttons. This expression is incredibly useful for talking about creativity, cooking, fashion, art, or any situation where you adapt something to fit your personal style. At work, our marketing team took the competitor's campaign idea and put our own twist on it. In hobbies, I learned the dance from TikTok but put my own twist on the ending. What about you? When have you taken something popular and added your personal touch? Maybe in decorating your room, styling an outfit, or even making a presentation? You'll like the next one even more. 4. Double down on. This phrase means to strengthen your commitment to something or emphasize it even more, especially when facing challenges or criticism. In our story, Matt Navarra says creators are doubling down on the realness to stand out among AI-generated content. The term comes from blackjack gambling, where doubling down means doubling your bet because you're confident. In everyday English, it means you're increasing your commitment or effort. Here's the exact sentence from our story. Creators are doubling down on the realness to give themselves a place on the feed amongst a sea of AI-generated content. Real-life examples make this clearer. After receiving criticism about our customer service, we doubled down on staff training and hired more representatives. Or personally, when my parents said I couldn't succeed as an artist, I doubled down on my practice and worked even harder. This phrase is perfect for discussions about business strategy, personal goals, or any situation where someone increases their commitment despite obstacles. In relationships, after our argument, we doubled down on communication and started weekly check-ins. In fitness, when the gym closed, I doubled down on home workouts. Think about times when you faced doubts or challenges. Did you give up, or did you double down? What situations in your life could benefit from this approach? Ready for the next one? 5. Buckle up. This casual phrase means get ready or prepare yourself for something intense, surprising, or challenging ahead. Matt Navarra used it to warn about the coming wave of AI content in 2026. Literally, it means to fasten your seatbelt in a car or plane. Metaphorically, it suggests you need to prepare for a bumpy ride, something exciting, shocking, or intense is coming. The consultant's prediction was powerful. If you thought that AI animal content was quirky, I think buckle up. He's warning that what we've seen so far is nothing compared to what's coming. Here's how you can use it in daily conversations. The weather forecast says a major storm is coming this weekend. Buckle up, everyone. Or when giving a warning, you think this exam was hard? Buckle up, because next semester is going to be much tougher. This expression works wonderfully in informal situations when you want to prepare someone for something intense or surprising. With friends, buckle up, I'm about to tell you the craziest story about what happened at work today. In entertainment, this movie starts slow, but buckle up for the last 30 minutes, it's incredible. It's also great for dramatic emphasis or humor. You can use it before sharing exciting news, warning about challenges, or hyping up an experience. When would you tell someone to buckle up in your life? Maybe before a road trip, before sharing gossip, or before a major project deadline? Here comes another practical one. 6. Fool, as a verb. To fool someone means to trick or deceive them, making them believe something false. Maddie felt dumb when she got fooled by AI-generated photos that looked real. This verb captures that moment when you realize you've been deceived or tricked. It's not always malicious, sometimes it's accidental, like optical illusions or realistic AI images. Maddie's honest reaction was, honestly, it's such a simple thing, but it makes you feel dumb when you get fooled by AI. She experienced that embarrassing moment of believing something fake was real. Daily examples help clarify this. The fake designer bag fooled me completely. I thought it was authentic until I saw the stitching up close. Or in technology, that phishing email almost fooled me because it looked exactly like it came from my bank. You can use this verb when discussing deception, pranks, illusions, or mistakes. With friends, you totally fooled me with that April Fool's joke. I actually believed you were moving to Japan. In consumer contexts, don't be fooled by the discount, the original price was inflated. The passive form get fooled or be fooled is very common. I won't be fooled again by their promises. It's perfect for expressing when someone successfully tricks you. Have you ever been fooled by something that looked real but wasn't? Maybe a photo, a product, or someone's story? What fooled you? You're doing great. One more coming up. 7. Stick around. This phrasal verb means to stay in a place or situation, to wait and not leave. It's informal and friendly, often used to encourage someone to remain present for something good that's coming. The phrase suggests staying in your current position or location instead of leaving. It's like saying don't go anywhere or stay here with me. In casual conversation, you might say, the party seems boring now, but stick around, the band starts playing at 9 p.m. and it gets much better. Or at work, stick around after the meeting, I want to discuss your project idea privately. This expression is perfect for encouraging someone to wait for something worthwhile. In social situations, I know you're tired, but stick around for one more episode, this is where it gets really good. In professional contexts, if you stick around in this company for a few more years, there are great promotion opportunities. You can also use it when asking someone to remain available. Can you stick around for a few minutes? I might need your help with this presentation. Or when giving advice, stick around people who support your dreams, not those who doubt you. It's a warm, friendly way to ask someone not to leave yet. The tone is usually encouraging and positive. In what situations would you ask someone to stick around? Maybe waiting for a surprise, watching a movie together, or staying late at an event. Alright, quick recap before we wrap up. Today, you learned 7 super practical A2-B2 English expressions. Jump on the trend, flood, put your own twist on it, double down on, buckle up, fool, and stick around. Now, your mission. Leave a comment and tell me, which expression was your favorite today? Just write the phrase, bonus points if you use it in a sentence. If you learned something new, give this video a like and subscribe to Lady Show English for more real-world English you can actually use. Stick around, and I'll see you in the next lesson.